Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to Tric Trac TV. My name is Jamie. I'm here with my colleague Sebastian and Guillaume. How are you today?
Hello.
Hello. Once again, I know
French colleague.
There we go. I say this every video, but they are French, so bear with them.
Yeah, thank you very much in advance.
So, here today, we're here to talk about the new game from Pearl Games. Not to say game too much, but I think we're going to during this episode. So a lot of people don't actually know the people, or rather the person, because you are technically Mr. Pearl Games.
Yes. I am.
So
I am alone.
Himself.
Yes. Me, myself, and I. I thought we'd start out with a quick introduction, bring everybody up to speed about what it is you do, what it is you guys have done, because you've come out with some pretty good games already.
Oh, yes.
And then we'll move into the new product.
It's for after.
Yes, for after. Now, this isn't a very thin box, it's just the art. But we'll
Very,
get to that
very
very quickly. So, Sébastien Dujardin.
Dujardin.
Sorry.
Very good.
No,
professional.
Yes. Sorry, not of the garage.
This is a building in the.
There we go. That's it. Not of the garage, of the garden. There we go. So,
listener is the same. No problem.
Yeah.
So now that we're off to a cracking good start, tell us about yourself.
Myself or my games?
Tell us about
I prefer to talk about my games.
Tell us about Pearl Games. How did Pearl Games start?
Pearl Games is a publication house since 5 years.
5 years,
yes,
okay.
And 5 years ago was the beginning with Tric.
Tric, okay.
Normally it was just a joke.
Right.
To make games.
Okay.
But Tric was a good success.
Right.
In 2010.
10?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
This first game was made with Xavier Georges, who was known at this time with Carcassonne.
No, not Carcassonne.
Oh, please.
You got
Guillaume helping out.
Palais Royal.
Palais Royal and Carcassonne City.
City.
I'm looking for that.
Okay.
And Alain Orban. And we had 3 friends. We are now 3 friends.
Already friends.
It's not finished. And this was very fun at this time because we sell a lot of games in Essen at this time.
Yep.
It was very fun and very quick. And normally at this time my goal was to make my real job, engineer, but I stopped it
Immediately.
To make game.
Pearl Games is something that started out as a hobby, as a pastime.
Yes, normal.
More than anything.
For me, it's normal to make
having a laugh.
This kind of game. It's a heavy game. It's not a family game. It's for fun. It's for the hobby. Yes, but the story is beautiful for me because now it's my job.
I've got to admit, it's a bit of the dream, isn't it? Really, to start out to play games, then make them.
The pleasure to make your hobby into your job. It's yes, a dream.
And we can't say you guys have stopped there because I guess we're looking at the 2 other expansions for it.
Yes, the Ladies of Tric is out of print since 2 years, but I'm working to make a new edition.
Okay.
For me, it's more easy to make new edition because of my new organization. And I hope to make this game for this year, maybe next game. Okay. The 2, because he is out of print. He's in US and in French since 2 years too. Okay. It's not always easy to make reprint because it's a lot of money. And for me, it was more easy to give the money for my new games.
Yes, of course.
Because new games, it's more selling immediately.
Plus, your situation has kind of changed in the last 12 months, but we'll get to that afterwards. Stay tuned.
In fact, that means you at the beginning you are with Tric like author and editors too.
Yes.
Yes. And for the other game we will see, you stay author and you stay editors too.
Not
for all, every time? Okay.
Not for all. It's first, okay.
First one, yes.
The second, it's the same team.
Tournée.
And Xavier Alexandre Roche is the designer, the artist.
Right.
He make the all illustration. And we work together for the second game, just the year after, in 2011. And Tournée, it's my town in Belgium. I'm from Belgium, yes, sorry guy. And this is the same team. This is a very different game. It's a card game. This is a big board
with
game.
dice.
Gotcha.
Yes, but it's the same atmosphere.
Gotcha.
Yes.
So that is not an expansion for the
No,
first
no,
two.
no,
Because
no.
it looks like it should
Yeah,
be.
you're right.
But
But
fair
it's
enough.
not.
Okay.
Yes.
So what did you guys get up to after that? So that was, of course, what set Pearl Games up. That was your first 3 games, yes?
Yep.
Yes.
So what then did you get up to?
Just after is Jinkopolis with Xavier Georges,
Yep.
like a designer, always in the
All
same
the same.
team. Yes.
Don't change it if it's winning.
Yeah.
you know.
Just change the artist.
We changed the artist, yes, and I am only the publisher for this game and development.
Of
I
course.
made the development of the game, and this is a tile games.
Tile and placement.
Tile and placement in 3 dimension with
In 3
cards.
dimension, okay, gotcha.
Yes.
Okay. Like
A
sort of
good-
futuristic town building.
Yep.
Yes, exactly.
Gotcha. Okay.
Exactly. It's
Fair
a good success. A lot of big fan of the game. Not a lot of selling,
Selling,
crazy,
yes.
but a
A lot of playing
yes,
for
yes, yes,
game addict.
Yeah, it was a pleasure to work with this game. It's more light, but not absolutely. Power games don't make easy game.
Well, there you go. Pearl Games, not for the faint of heart.
No.
I try sometime.
Yeah, really?
We'll see how things
Aha,
go. Eh?
okay.
Yes.
Okay. And that was the first game that you didn't write.
Yes.
So this was how many years into Pearl Games that you published this?
It's the first year in 2012.
2012. So 2 years after
Two-
Pearl
two-
Games became
yeah.
official, you
For
actually
Pearl-
started publishing other games and not just writing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And for me, it was 1 game per year for
Okay.
now until today,
Okay.
but maybe more in the future.
Why not?
So
Why not?
after Ginkopolis, what did we get up to?
It's Brussels.
Brussels,
And
which we
Brussels
don't have
has-
this. Which was, we spent like 15 minutes looking for it before the episode, and we just couldn't find it. Where's it gone? But if you haven't seen Brussels, it's beautiful. It's an amazing game based
modern-
around, well, architects
Yes,
in Brussels.
architects and we say that in English, modern art for
Yes,
Modern
Art Nouveau. Art Nouveau, no?
Art Nouveau.
That's the
Art
one,
Nouveau, yes. It's a game from Etienne Espreman,
Espreman,
the
yep.
designer, and graphist is Xavier, Alexandre. Roche.
Alexandre Roche.
Yes. The same
One
as
more
the
time.
Detroit.
Yes.
The
Yes.
same.
It looks like it, but it's beautiful. It's a very, very pretty game, and it's a really good, well, it's really good mechanics.
And heavy.
I believe it won a
Heavy
few
too.
prizes. I believe it actually won a few prizes a year or so ago, didn't it? When it came out, I can't remember which ones, but I think it got very.
Asdor.
Asdor.
Do you
As-
speak?
yeah, Asdor.
Game of
Sorry,
the
I
fans.
try to understand all you say, but
French game of the year.
yes, a
Well,
French game
yes,
of
it
the
won
year.
French
yes.
Game of the Year,
Yes,
which
yes.
for a Belgian game is a bit of a slap in the face.
Yeah,
But there you go.
No problem, it's the same, we speak
So.
French. And it's a heavy game, like
Yeah.
3.
Like
Jinkopolis was a little more, less heavy.
It's simple.
But yes.
Yes, more a little bit simple.
Yes. And it was a good success. For now, it's every game. It's not
Huge one.
big, but
big.
not bad.
It's worth it.
Yes.
It's- Everything balances out. Good.
The best
That's what we
for
want
the
to hear.
moment. No, before Deus, the best was 3. No, it's Deus.
Well,
Yes.
It's
This,
my-
I think, was the
Yeah.
last thing you do. This is the last
It's
game.
the last one
Yeah.
from the last Essen.
Yep. I
And
remember it coming
for
out.
this, I am the designer alone. The
Oh,
first,
so you went back to. I see.
the first game I make alone for Pearl Games. I made a game with Asynchron, La Venise du Nord,
Yep.
alone before 3. But this is my first
Pearl game,
like-
own games.
Yes, yes. And yeah, it's a good success from 1 year. We
Out
make two prints.
To print, yes. Out of print very quickly.
In
for the
USA with Asmodee,
Oh, great.
and we was yesterday in the recommendation in the Spiel des Jahres
Yep.
in Germany.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Recommendation only,
Yep.
but it's good.
Yeah, it's a good start. You know.
However.
I think it's not bad. Okay.
Is there any wooden cubes in there? Is
Wooden
there,
cubes?
there are wooden cubes.
It's-
Oh, okay, so that's why it got
It's quite,
recommended
it's
then.
quite a 3x. We got exploration. We got a bit of exploration.
Yes.
A bit of exploration. You got a bit of expansion, and you got a
Yes.
bit of. It's not extermination. Not 4x.
Not really, not
It's
really.
3x
Only 3.
only.
Only 3. This is a card game with a
Yes.
lot of combo, but with a board and on the board you can make a lot of exploration,
that's
and you put your pawn on the board.
There is
to
a lot
explore
of different pawn. Yes, of course, wooden pawn.
Wooden, yes. I'm sorry, it's wooden. I love the wood.
And then we've got one left, so this is Granja.
And this is La Granja. It's a French game. It's my first translation, localization in French.
See. Okay.
And
so
the
where did this one
game
come
is
from then?
made in English with the publisher. Oh, sorry, it's I don't remember.
Okay.
Well, go look it up.
I'm very tired. It's the 5th video of the day.
It's the 5th video.
The German is Spielworks.
Right. Okay.
And the English, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
well, in any case, there will be a link to all these games in the description, so people will be able to look it up.
But that means, you say that means Pearl Games don't have the right for English version.
No.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, but you made it in French.
I'm looking
and we are. That's why I try to speak to let you the time.
To Stronghold.
Okay, Stronghold Games.
Stronghold.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes, sorry for them.
No.
Fine. You got there eventually. That's what counts.
Yes.
So after Granja came out when?
Just now.
Just now, yes, because you shot the video today.
And in English with Stronghold, it's for 1 year, 1 month because of the shipping time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
That means May or June, something. June.
I'm
yes.
not sure. It's not my job to say
yeah,
that.
Of course. Yeah, you're right.
Forget.
Forget it.
I don't know the English.
The real date.
Really.
So Pearl Games has gone from strength to strength. In 5 years, 6 games, 7 if we're going to count the one we're going to talk about.
Yes, if you want.
That's more than 1 game a year, which is very respectable.
Yeah, but we got
company.
Localization, expansion.
And there is an expansion for Jinkopolis too.
You're right.
Have the box
But
here.
even then, a localization for a game is not a walk in the park. It's not an easy thing to do, is it?
It's a job, but
it's
not the
hell of
same.
a task. No, it's not the same, but there is still a lot of work involved.
It's,
a little bit easy, maybe.
a little bit easy.
It's a bit easier. Easier, but it's not easy.
For this kind of game, the job is the development. And develop this kind of game, it's a lot of work. This is not a lot of work because
the game is already done.
It's finished when I have the box. It's more easy. It's not the same job.
But as someone who's lived in France for God knows how many years now, I can tell you for first hand that it's not easy to it's not a question just of translating simple words.
No,
there's
that's it.
There's the spirit of the game to translate, which isn't always 100% compatible. So you do have to shift things about a bit. So that's all gone really well for you. And of course, you caught the eye of someone very, 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 very big last year, which was Asmodee.
Yes.
Who of course acquired you guys,
yes.
along with all the other purchases that they've made recently. But they've only made good purchases so far, so that can only speak wonders for your reputation. How was that when you got the call from Asmodee? What was that like?
Yep. Okay, we want to work together. Why not?
Why not? Yes.
What is the contract? What about the contract?
It's not an easy decision.
Yeah.
But I was alone. And alone it's possible, but it's more and more difficult because it's a lot of job. And my problem was the distribution in foreign market, in small market. And now with Asmodee I can work with Japan, with Brazilian people. It's easy for me to sell my game. It's the first and the more important in this
decision.
Decision, yes.
It's given you access to a lot more resources and content.
Yes, a lot of new resource and marketing. My job is not the marketing. I prefer to make game. It's a lot of work, and from now it's more easy. And for this game, for those, I have a Japanese localization. I have an Italian-Japanese localization. It's very, very easy for me to work like that. And it's possible now for me to make 3 new editions. It's possible to make Jinkopolis new edition because I need money to do that, and alone was difficult.
And if there's one thing that Asmodee has, it's a boatload of money.
Yes, Tric sold out from 2 years, and I have not the money to make reprints. And
because if you want to do that's what you say at the beginning. If you want to do new games, you need money to do new games for having money back. But you need more money if you want to reprint it, and it's always a risk because we don't know how many copies you need for a reprint. So it's easy to understand that this money is a very big problem.
And now, when I have an issue on a game, I have a colleague to speak about this problem, these issues, and it's more easy. To work alone is difficult. The second solution was to have colleagues in Pearl games, and it's more difficult. It's a lot of gestion quotidienne.
Yes. A lot of business management.
Yeah, business management
ties you down from day to day, from doing what you want to do.
I need a solution, and Asmodee was a solution, and I chose this one. Yes.
But that means you keep working on what you like to do. That means you are free to develop your own games.
That was my first recommendation.
That's it.
Yes, we work together, but I need my decision. I need my choice in the game. It's normal.
But well, of course, you give a little bit of way to them. However, that allows you to keep doing what you prefer to do without getting bogged down by what you don't really want to do, which is all boring numbers and all that.
And now it's possible for me to make a Star Wars games. I just need to ask to FFG.
Hey, you never know.
Why not? Why not?
No, but it's a lot of possibilities, new possibilities.
And that's great. That's what helps you grow a business like your own, I think. So, without further ado, we're going to move on to the next Asmodee distributed game then, which is The Bloody Inn. And I'm not swearing, that's the actual title. Tell us about this, Mr. Nicolas Robert.
It's a French designer. It's his first games, and he's living in Vietnam.
Vietnam?
Yes.
Yeah. A Frenchman living in Vietnam.
Yes. And
that's an unusual combo. I'll give you that one.
The artist is from Brasilia.
Weberson Santiago.
And yes, I'm just from Belgium.
So
that's still a very exotic combo.
Yes,
Belgium, Vietnam,
and Brazil.
It's very fun. I love this kind of story.
It's a hell of a lineup. And you actually mentioned that you get to work with different people through Asmodee. Were they the ones that put you in contact with the guy from Brazil, or was that?
That was your home. That was your own contact. You see the artist on internet.
For the games, it was a concours, a contest of designer. I was in the jury, and I read the rules. Okay, I need the game, the prototype. I tried it. Very cool.
Oh, you're talking about the author.
For the author.
And for the designer, for the artist, it was on BGG. Just wow, I love it.
So this was on BGG. They had a competition.
The artist,
Oh, the artist.
No, the artist.
The artist. Okay. We're kind of crossing.
He made the coup in English. I think it's in Brazilian the edition of coup. Do you know the game coup?
The game, the Japanese. I think it's coup
in English.
Maybe in English.
Okay.
Coup.
And I love
minimalist
his job and
game design.
Yes. Okay. And we work together.
Brilliant. Yes. And so you picked him up through seeing that game. And Nicolas Robert, how did you meet him?
By the contest.
This was through the contest. Yes. Where was this contest held?
It's in Canada.
Canada.
Okay, one more.
Ne tirez pas sur le messager.
Yes, an old contest.
So let's just set this out straight. So you, a Belgian, went to Canada to pick up a game from a guy from Vietnam, and then had it drawn by a Brazilian.
So that's it.
A French guy.
Did you just get up in a balloon and go around the world in 90 days or something? It's one hell of a show. But that's actually quite interesting. I hear that a lot nowadays, that young designers, people who have never had a game published before, I believe the next Days of Wonder game is actually the same situation. They've just picked a guy up from one of these present your own games day, and this is what happens. So guys, if you want to get into the industry, don't hesitate to take part in these sort of conversations, I think, is the lesson to take away here.
And in fact, I think contest for young designer is a very good idea, a very good solution. And international, it could be international. You can write your rule in English and try to have friend by website and try to find a friend to translate your rule in French. Why not? But yes, you're right. Don't hesitate. Try it and let's play it.
So we've already talked an awful lot about this game, and we haven't actually talked about the game yet, just about the incredibly interesting path that it's taken.
But it's not for now.
No, stay tuned.
So before we do go, however, tell us a little bit about the game, because this seems a lot more bloodier than your last games.
Oh yeah,
which were
bloodier. But yes, in fact, maybe American or English people don't know about the story. It's a famous French story.
Yes.
Oh, really? Like a French fairy tale or a French folk tale?
No, it's more than an old people's story. You know, that sort of story. in 19th century.
Yes.
19th century,
31.
Yes, 31. That's it. And we have like a story we told for many years and years because something happened in a very old village, a very small village in France. A real one, maybe not a real affair, maybe not a real
the affair
case.
is real.
The affair is real.
Yes.
But maybe they
but
are not
the fact,
guilty.
Maybe yes. Yeah.
So this is like something that happened more or less a long time ago, but
yes.
it's just been passed down and remolded and
a lot
remixed.
of rumors,
rumors
to make it a little bit more interesting to tell.
But in fact, the story is the true story. Yes, the true story is that the owner of the inn, of this inn, get killed by these rumors because the village decide to kill the owners of the inn because they found just one corpse.
Yes.
One corpse, and rumor says, in this inn they kill people to take their money,
one
and
became
so
two,
they
became
became
six,
yes,
became
and
12,
they told it's 50
at the end.
50 died.
That's
Guys,
But only one corpse is
Only one
50
corpse.
Yes,
died. Yes.
that's the rumors, and they get killed by not by justice,
okay.
really by justice.
Yes,
there is
by
a judgment.
justice. By justice.
They were killed by justice,
And in
there
French, there is a lot of books from
Yes.
historian people who studied this story
Right,
to find the
truth.
reality, the
Yes.
truth. Yes, and from now we are sure there was
a false rumor.
accusations.
It's a false. Yes, they are not really guilty. Maybe for the one corpse they found, it was a drunk man. It was during winter or so far.
Yeah.
So maybe he died because he was drunk, because he was very cold. So he died not because of the owner of the inn.
owner of the inn.
And the owner of the inn get killed for a false rumors.
Yes.
Wow.
And that's the base story for the Bloody Inn.
For the
That
game.
is an interesting backdrop for a game.
Oh yes,
I think, yes.
a little bloody, of course, but bloody. Sorry.
Little bloody, yes.
Okay then, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to do is we're going to cut off the video here because I think, well, we've gone through the incredible adventures of Pearl Games and gone into a little bit more detail about this. However, we're going to be back right after with an explanation, as we call it, how it works and see if the gameplay is as interesting as the storyline, but I'm betting my hat it is.
Oh.
So thank you for joining us. We will be right back.
Thank you.
Thank you.